Well, a very good evening to you, everybody. Welcome back to Diamond Paintings with Mike. Today we are going to be working on more of this sunny section here. Still haven't found the P or the V, but I am trying to look for them. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I think I'll just cut that off because that's just irritating me, keep flicking them back and all that, but I'll have to like put it back on and use it as like a as if it's like release paper and stuff. So let's get started on this. I'm going to work on the T first of all and see what we can do with this. It's been a few days since I last worked on this, and Sunday I was watching Lazy Retired Granny, and it was so funny because I was halfway through watching an ASMR video and I had a notification pop up on my phone to say that because if I'm signed in on the laptop I won't see it, but normally I'm always signed into my Diamond Painting channel on my phone, and I saw Lazy Retired Granny pop up and it said going live, and I thought, oh my god, quick, right, switch channels, quick because the last couple of lives she's been on I've just not been able to join, and it was perfect timing. I think it was either 2-3 o'clock, something like that over here, might have been a bit later, and she went live, which was good, and actually won a promotion. I actually got promoted to moderator, which was very nice of her. So I'm now part of the moderator crew, and I noticed something on the chat, because while we was chatting I noticed something. When I was commenting I noticed like a little crown next to my name, and I thought, what on earth is that? So I asked Linda what it was, and apparently YouTube are doing this new thing now, whereas you get like points out of first, second and third, and I noticed a couple of other people were having like second on their name. Well, it turns out that apparently YouTube are now doing this thing where the more you comment, the more you're rated like the first commenter, and you get that crown thing. So that's obviously something new that they're doing, which I wasn't aware of, and yeah, it did drag on a bit, 2 hours, so I wasn't expecting it to last that long, because I'll be honest with you, Linda, when it got to about 1 hour and a half I was like, oh come on, is it finished yet? So feel free to you know, I don't know, slap me. But yeah, I don't like to be in streams too long, but I wanted to still like be there for the end of the stream, so because obviously like if I was to get on with things it would be like, oh no, I've missed, like I'll have to do catch up. So yeah, it did sort of drag on a bit. So yeah, I think for me a maximum I want to stay in a live is about an hour, so after that I get quite bored. So yeah, it was fun to see Lazy Retired Granny Diamond Painting, and she mentioned something about, what was it she was saying, something to do with, there's a lot of her viewers that would like to comment on my channel but I don't allow comments or something. Now what I've done is I've relaxed that rule when I was telling everyone in the chat about that, because apparently what it is Linda's got viewers that want to come over to my channel to watch, but they won't comment because I don't allow it. I used to not allow, it's very hard, as I said, when you've got a channel with no content, it's very difficult to ascertain whether that is a genuine channel, because when I've had channels like that before, it gets so far up down the line and then they just switch on you and then you don't see them again. So I don't like to offer, like I don't comment or allow comments from channels that don't have no content. However, I have decided to relax that because there are genuine channels out there that don't have content that do comment. So I know, for example, Julie, who bought Linda that t-shirt, she's a genuine person. So yeah, so feel free, Linda, to let your viewers know that they can now comment, but obviously all the comments go into my filters, so I will view it first, and if I feel it's okay, then I'll approve it. So yeah, it all has to go through the approval stage. So if you've commented and I've not replied, just remember that it's sitting in a filter at the moment. So yeah, so feel free to let your viewers know that they can now comment without any restrictions. So I won't be, you know, blocking channels with no content and stuff. But obviously the minute you start to spam, that's it, you're out the door, you know. So we want to be fair for everybody and let the channels in that don't have content as well. But obviously just be mindful that obviously if you start spamming, I'm not going to allow that. So yeah, it was a fun afternoon, and then after that I went back to my ASMR. And does anyone else get fed up with this? Like, this thing just keeps sliding up and down, it's so frustrating. Yeah, just got on with stuff. Linda was asking me if I'd done the housework. I actually did that on the Saturday because I normally do it either on Saturday or Sunday or split it over two, but I ran out of my floor cleaner, so that gave me an excuse not to mop the floors this week. That might sound really dirty, but if I don't have the chemical, I'm not going out and buying it. Or just wait until the next time I do my cleaning order, which is normally on a Friday. So yeah, I don't like to get it all in straight away, because otherwise it's like, you know, taking up room and that, and I tend to use most of the dusset wipes that day. So yeah, so I did mainly all that Saturday, and then that was pretty much it for Sunday. Now today, it's been announced that apparently the big Poundland in Colchester is shutting down, which I think is the one that's on Turner Rise, which is where the big Asda is. And apparently it's been there 10 years, and according to Facebook, it's shutting down. So yeah, it's very, very great news for me, because I don't like the pound shop. I used to, until they started selling things over £1, and I thought I'm not going to shop in it no more then, because you're advertising it as a pound shop, yet everything's over £1. So it doesn't surprise me that they've gone out of business. Although I think there was talk about this American company buying it for £1. So whether they're gonna like rebrand it as something like, you know, with WH Smith's, they've rebranded it as TG Jones or something, because apparently WH Smith is their cousin. But yeah, I don't know, but I'm not really fussed, so I will not miss it. So yeah, so we got that closing down. So people have been saying like to put like another McDonald's there, because I think they've got a McDonald's there, because you've got Asda's, you've got B&M's, you've got Jolly, which is, or Jolie, something like that, is a pet shop. So, oh no, great, isn't it marvellous? Your vintage favoured item has sold. That means I won't be able to buy that then. Oh man. It's like, I don't know if like, it's like the minute you favourite it, it just gets bought. So, yeah, not very good, is it? So yeah, and then what else? I can't actually think. It's like all that time ago, I can't think what I've been doing. I did the completions video the other day, I think it was yesterday actually. So that's all done, and I've put it off, and then I thought, no, I'll just get it done and out of the way today. I've been starting another painting for July, which is sitting under here. So started that yesterday. So it's just been busy. Now from midweek, which I assume they mean from tomorrow, they're saying that we're going to be having a third heat wave. So, oh wow. Hang on a minute. Wow. What colour is this? Oh, please be my pea. Is it? Oh, mini flower. No. Oh, dearie. Never mind. I thought I got really excited then, thinking that's my pea colour, but what was I talking about now? I can't remember. Oh yes, the temperature. So the temperature's supposed to be going up to 31 degrees again. So I'm not really looking forward to that. And oh my god, this week we've had bloody Wimbledon on. So basically the whole of EastEnders has been screwed up, and it's on near enough all day. Like, it tends to come on at 2 and then it's like off air by about, I think it's like 7 or 8 o'clock, or sometimes, no, I think it goes up to 10 o'clock at night, because sometimes what they do is when there's sports on, they'll put EastEnders on to BBC Two, but there's also another match on there. So Wimbledon's taken up the most of BBC One and Two, so I haven't had a chance to check the iPlayer, but I'm going to see if EastEnders is on there. If it's not, it means they're waiting to do like a double throughout the week, because sometimes what they'll do is they'll hold it back and do a double through the week, because when Zoe Slater returned, they didn't put it early onto BBC iPlayer. They waited until it aired on TV and then they flipped it. So yes. So we're out of S now, so I'm going to have to get a refill of that. I'm going to get my big plaque one up here, because we've got a couple of we did have X, but that's gone. Right, well, we got a few L's that we can use up, so we'll get some of that done and out of the way. It was a difficult choice what to do next, because I've just been filming another episode, and then I thought, shall I do the one that's underneath this, or shall I do this first? And I thought, I need a break, so I'm going to try and watch EastEnders if it's on the iPlayer, and then I'll come back to it. But sometimes when I do that, I then just don't want to, once I'm in my chair, I don't want to get up and do more filming, so I'm doing this one first, just in case I feel like that, you know. So, yes. And then I've reserved a few things on Vinted, because I want to check to see whether I can get it cheap on Temu, but there's so many things. I've asked the seller if I could reserve it for a few days, and then I'll get back to her, and if I can't find it cheap, I'll just buy that one. So yeah, so there should be a lot of Vinted soon. And then Thursday I've got to, well, I'm trying, the plan of action is Thursday I've got work. Now I have got to go over to my mum's, because my HP Instant Ink has been has arrived, so I need to pick them up, because the printer won't send any more out unless I put that cartridge in, because it's hooked up to HP Instant Ink. So when the system is low, it automatically sends it out. Well, because there's no cartridge in there at the moment, because once they run out, I take them out, and you get like a little mailing bag that's prepaid, and that goes off to France. So all the empty cartridges go off to France. Why they have to go over there, I don't know. I've done this thing before where, like, you know, a standard one I've bought from Argos, I've put it in a Tesco bag thing, like this little white envelope thing, and they say, oh, fill in your club card number and, you know, you'll get your cartridge. Well, I did that last year and never did get me points, so I think that was some sort of con, really. But I have got like a cartridge recycling centre in as you go in the door that you just put your hand in, and it's a bit like I'm Celebrity Get Me Out of Here. You've got like this it feels like a brush as you're putting your hand in, and you know, you've got all these cartridges there. So yeah, we might have to do that, because sometimes they'll send the ink but with no like mailing bag in there. So yeah, if push comes to shove, I'll just shove them in there, but I won't know what one to put it in, because there's all different, like if it's like a HP Brother or an Epson, you know. So yeah, and what was I talking about after that? Oh yeah, picking up my cartridges. So yeah, I was thinking what I'll do is I'll go really early, like about 5 in the morning. I don't start work till 8. Pick them up, and then my sister leaves at 6:30 to go to her job in Chelmsford. Well, I need to go Chelmsford because I need to get some things. Desperately need labels at the moment, so I need shed loads of these, and I've literally got that to work with. So yeah, I've put it off, and I'm not going to pay like £4 postage when I can just get on the train and scoop them all up at, you know, there and then. It means having to wait another week for them to come, so might as well just do a click and collect and do it from there. So although the click and collect service at Chelmsford isn't very good, because last time I did a click and collect, the lady gave me a whacking great big box, and I said to her, that's not my item, and she said, well, that's what's come up on the scanner thing. And I said, but well, it can't be, because I've only got labels. And I showed her the, you know, the photo of the order. So she had to get the manager down, and somehow the labels got mixed up between me and someone else, and they packed the wrong thing in the wrong thing. And it's, you sometimes think, is it just better to go up and get it yourself? And then another occasion I've been there and they've said, oh, it's been sold out. And then I've gone upstairs and it's all on the shelf. And I've actually spoke to the manager about that, and she said, because it's such a fast pace, you know, there's stuff selling all the time, it's probably gone out of stock, as when, like, the last one's probably been bought off the shelf when the picker packer has gone to go and you know, pick and pack it. So pick up the penguin. So yeah, the plan of action. Oh, hello, baby. Oh my God. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Look what I've just found. That's the pea. Oh, you beauty. Oh, fantastic. Oh, that's fantastic. Let me just, oh my God, yes. Oh, thank you. Praise the Lord, people. Oh, you bloody legend. You beauty. So now we can fill this gap. Fantastic. Yeah, so anyway, before I forget and go on to something else and come back to it. The plan of action is to leave, pick up the cartridges and then leave with my sister. And then when she goes off to the nursery where she works, right, because the problem is if I go at 6:30 with her, she normally gets like the 7 o'clock train. But the problem being with that is that obviously the shops won't open for, like, some open at 8, some open at 9. So I'm going to have to like kill some time somehow. So I'm going to have to go up to, like, walk her up to work, which is probably take 30 minutes off. And then I'm going to have to just probably walk around the town centre or hop on the C4 to Writtle. You know, just go up there, come back again, just have a ride up there and ride back, and then visit the duck pond and then come back, and then hopefully that will kill some time. And then I've got to get what I need from the range, because I've got, yes, more stuff I want to get. And then what I'm going to do is come back, and then that'll be that off the bucket list, because I'm supposed to be going Colchester, and I did think about going Colchester and then paying out again to go to Chelmsford, because if I go on at Colchester, I wouldn't have to change, because the train that comes back goes off at Whittam and then it goes right up to London, so it stops along there. Otherwise it means getting off at Chelmsford. Well, mind you, there might be a train that goes straight through to Colchester, but yeah, so I could do it either way, but it's just like having to pay out more fare, 'cause it's like £10 each way. So I haven't decided yet. This is a very interesting colour, isn't it? It's going from a very light, like a bright pink. They've then toned it down a bit, and then it's bright pink here. So, oh man, I'm so happy I found this pea colour, because this has been holding this picture up a bit. So it should just be the V now on this level here, because the G we found the other day, didn't we? So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this gap filled up. So yeah, that's the plan of action. But if it's gonna be hot degrees, I'm not gonna bother, because as you know, I'm very like attached to my hoodie. I won't go anywhere without my hoodie on, so I don't feel comfortable walking without a hoodie. I don't know what it is like, and the thing is, my brother's exactly the same. Like, he's always attached to his hoodie, so I must have got it from him. But I mean, they say the hottest time is between 11 and 3, so if I can get there, do it all in an hour, and then get on the next train back, that'd be fab, you know, really, really good. So yeah, that's the plan. Now, I was on Facebook the other day, and I don't know if you folks in America know Jumbo, but you probably don't. But let me get Jumbo is basically a Victorian sort of water tower, but it's been out of use for nearly 40 years. So yeah, it's been out of use for like 40 years. But what they're doing now is they're doing like a hang on a minute. They're doing this thing where I think you have to do it through the Mercury Theatre, but they're doing a thing where you can do your chance to climb Jumbo. But basically what it is let me see if I can pull it through Colchester on Facebook, because Colchester Jumbo, come on, please come up, you beauty. Yeah, so there it is. So this is your last chance to see Jumbo as it currently stands. Tours will stop once preservation work begins in the coming months. The long-term plan is to transform the space into an event venue and visitor experience. Now, just before we get to that, this is obviously, it's basically a water tower that's never been used for like, well, it has been used, but for 40 years it's just stood there. But it's, I think it's a listed building, so they can't knock it down. But as you can see, it's nothing fancy in there apart from stairs and perhaps a centre like that. So that could obviously work for office space. You know, you've got windows there for stuff. But the view is really big. But it's basically, it's absolutely massive, and it sits outside the Mercury Theatre. Now, there's been loads of discussion over the years, so much funding chucked at it, and then it got sold off, then it got funding again, then it got sold again, and I don't think anyone knows what to do with it, because obviously the problem is the vision, one vision. With Queen there. I think the vision is people are looking at this tower, or you know, the council and stuff, they're looking at this tower and they're thinking, what can we do with this tower? It's just sitting there doing nothing. They can't knock it down because it's a grade 2 listed building, I think. I mean, I assume that, because if it is not functional, then why is it still there? If, you know, you would have thought they'd knock it down by now. But so there's been talks about turning it into a restaurant, turning it into offices, and now I think they're sort of, after all these years, getting the green light to sort it out. But it makes you wonder, if they're selling tickets to actually go inside it, are they trying to get more funding? Because why are they doing like guided tours? That's never seems to have, or I've never known that to happen before, but apparently you can buy them from the Mercury. I think you can view it up till September, and then obviously they're gonna turn it out like inside. But the thing is, when you look at it from the outside, you don't know if the stairs are in the middle column or is it in one of the stands, like the 4 stands. So I've been looking into like seeing if I can go to do that, because I quite like all the history and stuff like that. So yeah, from what I understand, that was like a water tower that used to like pump all the water to the houses, I think. Let's have a bit of history, see if we can pull anything up here. Alexa, what is Jumbo in Colchester?
From change.org. Peregrines nested on Jumbo, the water tower in the middle of Colchester, from 2017 to 2022.
Right, well that's one thing I didn't know, peregrines. Don't know what peregrine is, but you'll have to Google it. But it's basically, let me see if actually, what is Jumbo Colchester? We know it's, you know, a water tower, but basically Jumbo Water Tower is a water tower at the Balkan Gate in Colchester, Essex, and the largest water tower in the UK. Charles Clegg, the borough surveyor and engineer, designed the structure. The tower is 40.1 metres tall overall and contains 1.2 million red bricks. But yeah, it doesn't, I mean, oh yeah, there you go. Jumbo Water Tower is the largest surviving Victorian multi-municipal water tower in Britain and has a fascinating history. So I'm not going to go all through that, but I will probably run that through the printer and do a bit of a read on that, because I like all history and stuff, like, you know, like when you see buildings and you've never like seen them before. Now, I've also got another thing to show you, bees. Bees statues, I think. Now, there's a new thing out at the moment. It's called the Art Trowel. Now, this is in partnership with Farley Hospice. And as you can see, basically in Chelmsford, there is Sculpture Trowel creates buzzing cities. So they've got all these bees all planted. That is right outside Poundland. That's sort of like a few, like I'd say probably about 5-10 minutes away from the range. So yeah, I am very, like, that's another reason why I want to go up there. I want a photo with the bee. Get a selfie. But yeah, these are like all the bees that they've created. So I want to do that because in Colchester they have giant statues. Colchester, how the hell have we got onto statues? They have got giant statues of walking women. So as you can see, I actually walked past that probably last year sometime, and I walked past it because I thought it was an ordinary person. Like, I thought it was just a random person. Walked past it, and it's a bloody statue. And I was like, why is that? Like, is that real? Or is it one of, you know, them people in London where they move and like you put money in and they stand still for so long and then they move? Some of them look like so realistic. And yeah, it's all these statues everywhere. And then they've got another statue, which I did touch on a few whipping chats, God knows when, but Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star statue, Colchester. Now, these pair are there as well, which I've not actually seen yet, but apparently... Now, these are there as well, which I've not actually seen yet, but they're the people, I think they're sisters, and they wrote the nursery rhyme Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. They actually lived in Colchester. So, yeah, Colchester's full of lovely history. So, yeah, I think that'll be a few day trips out for me. I don't know if they've got... Another thing I want to do at Colchester is the click and collect from Primark, because Primark's launched a click and collect, but for some reason they don't do it in Chelmsford, so it means I've got to go all the way to Colchester, which is quite a far... Well, it's quite a way out for me in Braintree, but just to go to get a click and collect. Like, it would save like having to like go round, because Primark in Chelmsford, they're always changing it. One minute they close the men's sections over near the escalator, then they move it again, and it's like, you know, when you go in and you're just like, why have they moved it again? And you've got to like change everything. So that was like me the other day. I went to Tesco's and I really fancied some donuts, and went in there. They put them up again, so they were 120, they're now 135. So I thought, well, I'll go to Sainsbury's, they might be, you know, a little bit cheaper, and they've done the same thing. They've put it up to 130 a bag. It irritates me, because like, it just feels like every time you go in there, they've upped the price again. So where you like do like a shopping list and you know the price is off by art, when you try and budget your, you know, your shopping list, it's mucked the shopping list up because they've changed all the pricing. So yeah, so I think the tickets for Jumbo is £10 a ticket. So I don't actually know if I want to do it yet, but I mean, I would like to go in there, but if you're just going to climb upstairs to go to an empty space where there's like hardly nothing in there apart from like a stopcock, then what's the point? Because in that photo it looked like there was a stopcock valve, so I don't know if it's really worth the £10 or not. Because I have done something similar where in London there's a thing called Monument, and you climb up all these stairs, and then I think there's like a platform at the top, and then once you come down you get a certificate. Whether they do that now, I don't know, but they used to give you a certificate, so I suppose it would be like that. But yeah, there's all these things I want to do, but I'm quite lazy in that. I say like I want to do it, and then I just can't be bothered. Doesn't help when you have to work every day. That's what takes up a lot of my time. So where I would like to go out places, by the end of the week I'm just shattered because I've worked all week and I just can't be bothered to do anything. So yeah, maybe. So this is starting to look a lot more better now, isn't it? All this lovely peachy pink. I'm gonna have a munch around on my custard. Oh, it was funny because on Sunday we were talking about Linda was asking everyone what she wants for dinner, or what's everyone's having for dinner, and I said, well, I'm just having custard creams while watching your video. It's just nice to snack on. I eat them, like, as I say, like, I have to have something. If I'm watching TV, I have to have something to snack on. And when I said custard creams, Linda was like, oh, she hasn't had them for like ages. So yeah, but if I get a pack, Sainsbury's are crap, because you buy this, like, they're nice and cheap, they're like a skinny little pack, but I don't like their texture. They're very like hard and crunchy, whereas Tesco ones, I've tried an awful lot of custard creams, don't ever get the ones from the Co-op. Oh my god, they're so vanilla-y, like really creamy, and like they don't even taste like a biscuit. It feels like you're eating a tub of cream. And I've never found any custard creams apart from Tesco that beats Tesco. So yeah, righty ho, that's the pea done. Oh yeah, where's this fee? We need the fee. So annoying. Oh well, at least we found the pea, I suppose. But right, so let's get a couple of them teas back. Pea, oh. You the bird. Tuppence away, tuppence away. I'm in a singing mood, la la la. Has anyone got my CD yet? Because I really want, my dream is, I had a dream in time gone by. La 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 la. Susan Ball there, absolutely love Susan. And I think back then she didn't win Britain's Got Talent, but Simon, like everyone was shocked with her voice, and Simon gave her a contract. So yeah, right. I need to pause the little video. I'll be back in a jiffy. Hello, it's me. I was wondering if after all these years you liked me. That's an Adele song that goes, hello, it's me. Right, I found two colours here. We got G and we've got the lovely 21, which is our beautiful, beautiful R colour. So we'll get a bit more filled in. So yeah, that's why I say, you know, like if you've missed a colour, don't keep pondering on it. Just move the painting down, keep going with it, and then it will turn up. Like in today's session, it's took all this time to find that P, and it's been sitting there the whole time. So yeah, very, very excited. So tomorrow, what's tomorrow? There's someone coming out tomorrow, so you better hang out till tomorrow. Come on, man. Anyway, tomorrow we will have to, this painting, oh my god, it's feeling very left out here, but we're still at number 1. How are we going to get right down here by the end of July? Oh, Jesus. So we really must start work on that again tomorrow. I think what it is because I've done so, like I've come so far with this one. My brain is just like, get this one done first. So now I've got an exciting announcement. Temu unboxings are about to be supersized. So we are scrapping Mondays and Fridays unboxings. That won't be yet, but they're going to be turned into live unboxings. But obviously I'm going to supersize them, so I'm going to just order a bit more than I normally do and just do the one big live unboxing on, say, a Monday, and then Friday I want to change into doing perhaps a night stream. So yeah, it won't be for a while yet, but I've always wanted to do like a big Temu unboxing, but it's just like, the trouble is, the reason why I order quite a small quantity is because everything I order, I have to assess whether that will fit in the in-post locker. If I ordered like, I don't know, like a little storage box, I don't think that's going to fit in the locker. So that's another reason why I order like 1 or 2 here and there, because if it's any bigger, it's not going to fit, and then they'll send it to my mum's. And InPost has been a great help with Temu deliveries, because before I used to have to like go over there and get them each time, but I think they do every now as well, so to have that pickup option is quite nice. But yeah, and I have noticed since doing pickups, I don't have like many late deliveries anymore. When I used to do like home delivery, I always got late, like the orders would arrive late and then Temu would credit me. But since moving to pickup, they come a lot more quicker. I mean, InPost is just absolutely fantastic. They come so fast, you know. So right, that's that done, and now we've got a bit more. This is a strange colour, because this looks like yellow, but it's actually a pink. So oh my god, is that 41 minutes already? What? How in the world is that 41 minutes already? We've only been here 10 minutes, haven't we? Someone's in a hurry. Oh my god, like I thought it was only 30 minutes. It's gone well quick. And we just got into the best bit as well. Not fair. It's not fair, I don't care. La 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 la. Oh dear me. So Linda, when are your next live, lovey? Because if it's the same time that you did last time, that will work really well for me. Oh, look at this. That's looking quite nice now, isn't it? We're getting that sunset here because that's where the sun is. And then it's, well, we've only got to do one little sliver here and then it's into the water. So, water. But, yeah, this painting is on the verge. And I made a boo-boo. Silly old me cut this off, right? The border, because I don't keep the borders on, and for some reason I cut it off. I don't know why. I normally cut it off when I finished, and now if I go like that, it will pull the drills off. So I've only got this little tiny sliver to do it with, you know. And yeah, but anyway, enough rambling on. Thank you very much to everyone who has watched this evening. It really means a lot to me as a creator, and we can't wait to see this move along to the next session. Probably be on Thursday now, because we need to get this done. This is feeling a little bit left out, and I've really fell behind with this, as you can see. So yeah, we need to push this along. I think we might chuck in a sneaky few live streams through the night on the weekend. Perhaps, you know, do like a midnight 3 o'clock session. Just really trying to push this along now, because we've got to wrap the summer theme up at the end of July, because there's a Lazy Retired Granny special coming in August. Yes, the theme has been decided and it's based around Lazy Retired Grannies. So I'm not going to say what it is, but Linda, be very excited, because yeah, that's all I'm going to say. But make sure your flag's up. There's a cue. There's a clue. So make sure, number one, the flag's up. Number two, and you'll know what I mean if you live in America, and I don't mean a flag like as in on a pole. That's all I'm going to give away. Make sure the flag's up, and we will see you in August when it's a bit of a surprise. So oh, I'm so excited. It's on the tip of my tongue to say, but I can't say very much yet. And it's all based around Lazy Retired Granny in August. Something very exciting. Thank you for watching, people. Have a wonderful day, and thank you so much to everyone who continues to support the channel, you know, keeps you know, watching, liking, sharing, all that YouTube stuff. And also, can we just pray for the people that are in Texas? They've said, I think it's 18 or 81 people have died so far in that dreaded flood. So please continue to pray for all these people in Texas with this awful flood that's happening right now. There are still people missing, and they are saying they're not going to give up until they try to find everyone. But seriously, they were saying on the news that the water level was like here, and then by the afternoon it got up to there. And on some of the scenes from the news, the bridge is like, say that's the bridge, the water level is near enough there, and the cars go over the bridge and it's just going to burst and go over there. But apparently it's called the Guadalupe River, so some sort of river in Texas. But please continue to pray for the people that are in Texas at this difficult time. Thank you for watching, and we will see you very soon for the next session of Beach Waves. Thank you for watching today. Bye bye now.